And it is my honor today to have her talk about her latest book. She is very entrepreneurial, she's very creative. She's just a fabulous person to be involved with. And her latest creation is her stories about mental toughness. And she's an elite table tennis player from Hungary originally and now based in the US. So I know she's going to talk a little bit more about her background, and if anybody's interested as well, she'll also talk a little bit about what it was like to publish the book. We're going to take questions at the end, but if you want to chat, we'll be monitoring the chat box for Dora, and then she's happy to take questions at the end. So without further ado, Dora, it is all yours.
Thank you so much, Alison, for the lovely introduction. And it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk about my latest book, which is my stories of mental toughness on and off the table. During the quarantine 2020, it really gave me time to reflect on my experiences. And I was never really good at sharing stories. So I wanted to write a book about basically sharing my stories. And sport and life is like a camera. Focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negative ones. And if things don't work out, just take another shot. I was introduced, actually, I had to work even at age 14 with a sports psychologist whose name was Agota Leonard. And I learned about visualization imagery that early age. And also she gave me the book, The Flow by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. And he's a world-renowned Hungarian psychologist. And Alison is laughing about this because she asked me many times to ask me how to pronounce his name, because it's a difficult name, right? And my main sport is table tennis, and actually I have a couple of titles. And I was thinking, since many of you don't know too much about table tennis, so I was thinking to give you some little introduction about it. So table tennis is was invented by the Brits in the 19th century. So first played in the United Kingdom, and actually it was an after dining activity on the table, played with golf ball and corks, and the books were the nets. So that was the first time when it started. And but of course it became way more serious, and it became an Olympic sport in 1988, and it's a racket sport. And it's also interesting to know, so the scoring system, one game lasts 11 points, and before it was 21 points. So it was very different. And actually I played in both systems. So I played I played till 21 when I was a younger player, and actually it was really different. So playing until only 11 points, it's way more intense, and you need actually way more mental skills. So it definitely, regarding the mental skills, it changed a little bit the game. And it just was an interesting fact that people used to play till 21, and now it's only 11 points. Going back to mental toughness and applied sports psychology, I also would like to share what kind of applied sports psychology techniques did I use and before, and also it's what I believe in that is the most effective. Cognitive behavioral interventions are very important. And basically, these are the techniques that I used, and these are the techniques regarding goal setting, imagery, breathing, positive self-talk, focusing techniques, and also the ritual between points as well. So it's a great handy tool, and it's good to basically identify thought patterns and emotional and behavioral patterns as well, and work through that. So my key points here, moving from whenever you are moving to a new environment, it's the first thing you have to do, believe in yourself and have a growth mindset. And every new beginning is very, very difficult. And basically you have to keep trying until you accomplish your goals. And when you fail, you want to get up next day and just keep trying. And how I said, making adjustment and focusing on a step-by-step process is crucial. And also what really helped me, basically focusing on competing with yourself rather than comparing yourself others continuously, are also very helpful. And don't be afraid for asking for help from your social network, whether from coach, family, teammates, friends, when you are stuck. So I shared basically these 2 stories from my book, but I have 9 more to go. And every story I'm sharing my personal struggles and how I came through these struggles, and I also provide key points at the end for that.